As a new media artist, I believe the most important thing is to develop our own methods and interpretations of new creative tools. Therefore, when I was first exposed to motion capture technology, I thought to myself that it is a technology capable of accurately capturing human posture. I began to ponder the possibility that if I could precisely capture the trajectories of my hands touching objects, could any human body become a kind of 3D body scanner? Compared with form scanning through mechanical duplication and measurement, touch by hand carries more emotion, awareness, and memory in relation to an object. It is as if the object introduces measurement and sensations of humanity in the body, intertwined within my mind. In recent years, the concept of body memory has gradually evolved into the core of my creative practice. The Sculptures of Touch series aims to explore the body memories of the last generation. People who lived through the period of martial law in Taiwan survived a rigid and oppressive system with their own flesh. The memories shaped through this process constitute one of the greatest legacies of that generation. I constantly wonder whether there is a better way to document this spiritual heritage. As an artist, I initiated this act of measurement using my own body as the instrument, reapplying texture to this private history through touch, upon objects that were once untouchable. With objects as historical anchors and my body as the measuring device, I followed their shapes and volumes, exploring body memories that once interacted with them and have since disappeared. The body postures produced during this investigation, along with their after-images, were used to expand the definition of record, while simultaneously inquiring into the void beyond record. Through slow and deliberate touch, I transformed originally rigid cement and steel into tender lines and emotional entanglements. They became organic objects imbued with warmth through human touch and caress. With my eyes closed, my fingers followed the lines like growing vines, wandering across the mass of objects, while technology, acting as the investigator's extended arms, translated bodily trajectories into new textures. Reconstructing a renewed set of objects of memory. What emerged alongside these objects was a form of bodily measurement and a new way of understanding. Norman Mailer once said, "A modern democracy is a tyranny whose borders are undefined. One discovers how far one can go only by traveling in a straight line until one is stopped. Only when our bodies are halted, when they cease to generate experience or leave any trace, can we begin to understand the borders of tyranny." The untouchable defines the border of tyranny. Through repeated acts of touch, its silhouette begins to materialize. The colossal, abstract system of totalitarianism starts to render feelings and perceptions within bodies, born from limits and pain. Through 3D printing technology, touched history is transformed from the temporal into the spatial, and from the abstract into the figurative, becoming sculptures meant to be seen and touched and shared with others. This is the core concept that my Sculptures of Touch series seeks to communicate.